Hello there. My name is Nitish, and I'll be showcasing the Infinity Dungeon project. So, let's get into it. So, the Infinity Dungeon project is inspired by TTRPG, and it is meant to emulate a board game esque structure where you and a group of friends are stuck in a dungeon. Your goal is to escape the dungeon before the timer runs out. So I'll give you a quick prototype demonstration, so you guys can see how the game looks like from the get-go. So, first round. In the first round, the players have to pick their class. So, player 1 can pick the Doctor. Each class gives its own special benefits to the players. So, the Doctor, for instance, gives the player 1 better healing. Player 2, Boxer, gets better damage. Unemployed, just a well-rounded jack of all trades. And Thief, who is very, very agile. Player 1 can pick their starting square. So we can pick, let's say, this square as the player 1's starting square. Player 2 can be here. Player 2 can be here. Player 4 can be here. Each kind of player starts off in a four-way cross-section, or I would call it a four-way intersection, where then the rest of the dungeon kind of just generates procedurally around them. So every turn is an action and a stamina for now. So actions are kind of like what your character can do, and stamina is if you want to get another action or do anything else with your stamina. Right now the only implementation we have is the fact that you can get an extra action with your stamina. I will be moving my thing here, I think, as long as nothing happens. Okay, so now we're going to pass the player to player 2. Player 2 can move down, and this kind of rotation goes on and on until, of course, you kind of spot an enemy. These kind of little dots here that's in this arena-esque structure, these are your enemies. If you click on them, you can kind of see their basic stats here. So for instance, here the cultist, and here you've got the Keykeeper. The Keykeeper is very strong. This regular type of cultist isn't. So right now, because of the fact that I do not have any armor and the fact that I don't have any weapons, I do not want to fight this big monster yet. So I'm going to use my stamina to run away from that situation. The map gets procedurally generated around you, so whenever the players cannot see where they're going, so for instance the player 4 or player 3 didn't see the monster now, that monster disappears from the battle, and it's said to be lost into darkness, or said to be lost as the dungeon forever constantly shifts, right? In this case, Green can attack the monster here. So Green is going to use his damage. He did 4 damage. But he hasn't finished the monster up, so he's going to use an extra action to do some more damage. And yeah, once he does enough damage, then he will die, and then he will drop some items. And using those items, he can increase his stats. So now his weapon, which used to be fists, are now leather armor and dagger. So that's kind of the basic idea of the game. You can also select players and heal them. However, you cannot heal them unless they are right beside you, so you kind of have to be careful with that. You can also heal yourself. And yeah, the goal is to defeat 4 Keykeepers until the end of and before the end of, say, before the timer runs out. We haven't implemented a timer yet, of course, but when that does, when we do that, then that kind of urgency will be implemented there. So one more thing I want to show you, I'd say, is just the fact that this is a door and that leads to a room with a treasure. And yeah, that's all I have. I have 5 minutes. Thank you for watching. This project was made by me and Jacob Rojas, which is a classmate of mine. And we kind of did this project to see how this would go, and we did it for an English presentation. Yeah. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.